Welcome in the name of the Lord. I welcome you in the name of Ilu Aimo, in the name of the Lord, to Yoruba Torah Research Project, International Headquarters, Nigeria. So I'm your host, Prince Ladipo Jejelola. So in this particular teaching, so we are rounding up today. We'll be rounding up the 12 tribes and the translation of the name of the 12 tribes. The real way it's the ancient the name of the 12 sons of Òyáṣeríálà, whom we call Jacob according to the English Bible. So the 12 name, the way the name really sounds. So we call him Jacob, but his true name is Òyáṣeríálà. So we're looking at the names of the sons whom we call Reuben and all those stuff. So we're looking at that. So this we'll be rounding up that in this teaching, and then. So we've seen some of the names. So we're rounding up the teachings today, and I'll be giving out a walk, kind of something like everybody will do now, because in the what I have done, I have brought out the name, and I look at communities that have their names, which are like fragments from the name of the 12 tribes. So we're going to. So it's not just going to stop at those names. So I think there's more to be done. So let's begin today's work while just listening to Minister Togbe Alabi. So I got the song from the public domain, downloaded from YouTube.
Láti wá tún ayé tó ti bàjẹ́ ṣe, wo bó ṣe dé tó ń darí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jì ní lọ bíbá o, wo bó ṣe dé tó ń ṣàánú gbogbo ẹ̀dá pátá, ibikíbi tó ń lọ ló ti ṣàánú, ó débi ó gbàánú wọlé. Ó débi ó gbàánú wọlé o. Èrò tó ń lọ lọ́nà ẹ gbàánú Olúwa. Aláìsàn ẹ gba àlàáfíà o. Alára tí ò pé ẹ gbára pípé. Aláìsàn ẹ dìde gbé
He is here now. Why would you stay in the darkness? He's here for you. Oh, the light of Jesus is shining bright now. The light of Jesus is shining bright now. Come for free salvation. He has paid for your salvation. Why would you walk in the darkness? He is here for you. Why would you stay in the darkness? He's here for you.
All right, now, so we're here. So we're rounding up the teaching today. So now, I'll just go a quick flip through. A very quick one. So see, we start from the name of Abraham. So you see the name Abraham, Abi Are Omo. That is Are, and that is where the word Aremo from the Yoruba word Aremo comes out. It's from the name of Abraham. So now, one thing is that we just have all this name. We don't actually know how this started because we were cut off from our true, the true history, the document. So, you know, in the ancient times, when you go fight the people and you want them to remain subservient forever, you destroy their history. Because when they forget their powerful history, they don't rise to power again. But when they get information and they know that yes, they are the descendants of this great and mighty king and that they were brought down, of course, they are going to rise up again. So what happened was, these things happened and some people did not want us to be connected to our ancestral root again. So they cut us off. So we have these names among us, but we don't know actually how the names comes from. We know we are great people. They will say Yoruba Runu, Yoruba Runu. I mean, there is something that they know that there is a link, there is a place, there is something, but they don't seem to get all those things. Well, I think everything here is coming out from this walk now. Everything is coming out now. So see, Abraham, Abi, Are, Omo. That's where Aremo. Then God now changed it to Abraham, Abi, Are, Amo. That is, Amo is humanity. No man is made from clay. So say Amo is a kind of generalizing of everything about humanity. So that is or a people, a nation. So it's going to be a chiefly people, chiefly nation. So from chiefly one to chiefly nation, chiefly people. So then we have the name of Isaac, Iyi, Ise, Ikueke, Ise, Ikueke. As I've said before during the teaching, it should be Ise, Ikueke or Ise, Okueke. You know, depending on the area of the who is speaking. The Yoruba, the kind of Yoruba you're saying. So it could be Ikueke or Okueke. So and from this you can see when they said Ejire, there's a Yoruba word Ejire Ara Isoku. Why did that word comes from? It's because they are talking about what? About Isaac, the father of the twins, the father of Esau and Jacob. So you see, Iyi, Ise, Okueke. So the short form of this, when you cut short, you know, Yoruba, we are also like so even from that time they've started shortening words. So we just inherited the ability to abbreviate words. That's why you see when they talk about some Hebrew words where they remove the Y, they will say Ipa. So the Ipa that we do now has been since the ancient times, because they omit some of some words because without those sounds, they know that they can still retain the meaning of the original sentence or kind of phrase or the clause. So like Iyi Ise Okueke, so Eyi Ise Oku, Eyi Ise Oku. So they reduced the name, like Ola Dipo is Ola, or Dipo. So see, the name can be reduced in so many ways. So it has been so that word Ejire Ara Isoku, Eji, that is two, Ire, that is brothers, Ire, so Ejire Ara Isoku. So they are talking of that is what Esau and Jacob. They are what? Descendants, they are children of Ise Oku. So that Isoku is from the name of Isaac. Iye Ise Oku Eke. So I did not mention that in the first teaching, so I'm saying that in this summary. So the Jacob is Oya or Ko Ibi, and that is where the name or Kombi comes from. So you can see the from the original document or Ko Ibi, from the oral history over time, since when you lost touch when there are no document to guide, of course, it's subjected to change and change of sound and everything. So Oya too is part of the name Oya. So all this Oya. So that means when you say, so the Oya River was not named after any woman, after Shango, that woman that married Shango. No, the kingdom in West Africa has been established before Shango, so many years before Shango. Shango was a rebel leader. Shango was the one that destroyed the kingdom of West Africa. So let's forget about Shango. So that woman was not, no river was named after that woman. So the Oya was actually named to their ancestors, whom they still have understanding then, who is Oya or Koibi. So they named that river or after Oya. So, and it is that also that name, you see, Òyáṣeríálà. So even the angel that fought with Oya or Koibi, see, he shortened his name too. So Oya or Koibi. So when the angel will call his name and said, your name is changed. So before it was Oya or Koibi, like someone who overtake placenta of his brother. But now you are not going to be that. You are going to be Oya Sheri, like is one, the overtaker who prevails. So the prevailing, he prevails with God. So that means he prevails with God and he excels among men. So Òyáṣeríálà, so who prevails and excel. So Òyáṣeríálà, so he prevails and then excel. So that's his name, Òyáṣeríálà. So you can see, even so, even the angels shorten his name to Oya. From Oya, they call him Oya. So Òyáṣerí, like the E, Jacob, Oya, as Oya, represented as Oya. Sheri prevails and then excel. So we have Reuben as a Iwo. Yeah, so Reuben, Iwo, Ibini. So we believe the people of Iwo today are part of the descendant of Reuben, see old into their names. So just go, I'd like you to go back to and then we have the Benjamin, Ibini, Iyomo Yeni, that is Ibini people. So the Ibini people are descendant of Benjamin. So I'd like you to go to the previous teaching and just go through to get more information about all those things down there. We've discussed all these things before, so just rounding up today. And I'll be answering a question. So in the last teaching, I mentioned about Caleb, which is written like this in the ancient Torah, and which is what it's something that cry, backing, and you probably say onke biaja. So that key, that's what they use. So they even the Torah in the Hebrew definition, he said key like to back, like dog, backing of a dog. Say and sometimes a dog, but it's not actually talking about the dog. It's talking about the backing, which is the crying, which is akelabi, and you are akokebiaja. So akelabi. So now akelabi actually, so the ake actually is a short name. So ake. So and it's from the tribe of Judah, that is Owudain. It's from Owudain. It's from under Owu. So I say, but he got an inheritance. He got his own land, like the tribes were getting land, so he got his own land. So he's like on his own, like a tribe to his own. So that is why I said the Ake people, are the people of Egba land. So that is why you see that it's as if the Egbas are very somehow, they are strong and more like some of, even as powerful as some of these tribes that I've mentioned above. Yes, they are descendants of Caleb. So Caleb was the son of the first leader of Owudain, which is Judah, which is called Judah. He's the first leader of the tribe of Judah. So Caleb is the son, and he made a name for himself, and he got a land like a tribe to himself. So his own descendants are like a tribe in Israel because of the faith that he demonstrated in Oyo Iwa. So we have Ake Labi. So the Ake people, which are the part of the Egba people. So they are also. So they are part of Owu Dain, that is Owu, and that's might necessitate the reason why the Egba people refuse to join the war against the Owu. I mean, somehow they have it in their mind that they are these people, they are these people, and they are together with these people. They are from the same ancestral line. So also the second person that got land is Joshua. But the name of Joshua actually is not it was Moses that turned his name to Joshua. There was no J, like it's the letter Y, which is called J, pronounced as J, like it's Joshua. There was no Y in his name. It was Moses that later Moshaha, which you call Moses, that later changed his name, that put the name of God before his name. So this is really his name, like Oshua. So this is what the English Bible call it, Oshia, in Deuteronomy 32 verse 54. So but his name is Hyr, which is Iwashua. That is, it comes to restore us. So in the omission of sound or particular sound or particular syllable, because it doesn't really affect the word, so it's what Iwashua become Ishua. So that is so you have a community which is actually bearing the name Ishua Akoko. So Ishua in Ondo State. So this man Joshua is from the tribe of Ephraim, and if you can see that the Ishua people they are also located close to the Pere people, and also even the people of Ondo. Before I started this war, Ondo people have been claiming that. Then some of the people that have been claiming about the Hebrew heritage, they all been claiming that they are Ephraim. So Ishua actually, from this work now you can see that Ishua people, Akoko, they are actually descendants of the one we call Joshua, and of course he is from Ephraim, so they are descendants of Ephraim. And that should also show us that it doesn't mean now from the name Ephraim we see Ijo. Now that is the only name. So the Ijo people, the Bere people are what? From the name. They are descendants of Ephraim, holding onto the name of their fathers. But now, see Joshua now, he's from what? He's from Ephraim, Yeshua. But his descendants are still holding onto his name. They are not holding onto Pere Ijo. So the other Ondo people too, they said they are Ephraim, yes. So that's very, even from what we're seeing, so that's very possible. So each of the descendants, most of them might still be holding to some of the ancient names. So we need to do more work on the names of the ancient towns, so we can identify more of the present communities that are still holding to the ancient name, the names of the ancient communities, ancient fathers, and things like that. So actually I've done some work, but the work needs to be done. That is, work on all the ancient cities from the time of Joshua. So we're going to work on that, and that is where the name Kanawa, that is the grove of Kano, Katsina came out. So more works need to be done to ascertain. So we bring out all the names the way they sound. So and one thing, and that's one other thing about this work, that because I know some people are some childish people. Childish, I call them child. They are baby in the mind. Someone called me. He's a member of one Shouters camp. He's a member of Shouters camp, and Mr. Edachi. It's a group of one of these Hebrew camps that just started in Nigeria. He said he wants me to come and join their camp, and I said no, that the Holy Spirit, he said, so that I need him to guide me. I said no, the Holy Spirit is my guide. So he discussed a lot of things, and then started saying that, he said my work is praising the Yoruba, is praising the Yorubas, and not. So you see, so there are people like that. They are baby in the mind. Baby, the stupidity of the stupidity of baby is demonstrated in their mind. Babies are the demonstrated stupidity. Of course, they are innocent. They are kind of stupidity in the mind of a child. It's called childishness, but it's stupidity. So now you see. So he said, this work is glorifying Yoruba people. Now this is a work that, yes, Yoruba information is coming out, but it's bringing out names of tribes. Balewa in the northern part, the Balewa people, they are not Yoruba people. Name of Katsina, they are not Yoruba people. Now the Kano people of Kano, they are not Yoruba people. Then we have Ishekiri people, they are not Yoruba people, though they claim that they are related, yes, which is according to they are part of Israel. So you see now the name of Pere Ijo coming out, the Ijo people coming out, and these people, they are not Yoruba people. Now see, information coming out like this, Igala people, the name of Igala people coming out as descendant of Israel. So now what are you going to say? So if somebody now is now using because the word is coming out in Yoruba, you are praising Yoruba, you are praising Yoruba language, you are praising Yoruba people, I think that is stupid. That is, it is height of stupidity, and it is satanic manipulation. That man Edache is under the influence of Satan, the adversary. So Mr. Edache is the enemy of the move of Eri Iwa Okon Oyoiwa, the enemy of the move of the Holy Spirit of Oyoiwa. Is the enemy. Mr. Edache is an enemy to Eri Iwa Okon Oyoiwa and the workings of Oyoiwa at this present moment. For you to stoop so low and say this work is praising Yoruba language, the works that is bringing out names of communities that are verified, that they do not even connect themselves to Yoruba. Now see Owuda in, there is Owuda in Benin that was destroyed before the Owu among the Yorubas. There was a resettlement of Owu people among the Yorubas. So you see, all these things are coming out, and someone say, yes, you're glorifying the Yoruba language. It is not just stupidity, it is satanic, demonic stupidity. When Satan put word in a man and he started saying that he will not recommend this work. This work did not need the recommendation of any man. This work is greater than any camp. He called himself Shout. He said, from Shouters Camp. Let me show you I think I have a picture or something about the camp here. So he's a Shouters Camp, and so he's a picture of the camp at war against Idaba world and Eriwa Okon, spirit of Yoruba. So this is the camp, Shouters Camp, congregation of Aluahim. So this camp is anyone who is following this camp is not actually following Oyoiwa. It's because Mr. Edache, who is the leader, is an enemy of Idaba, that is the word. Eriwa Okon, who is the spirit of Oyoiwa. So by saying that this work is the work that the Eriwa Okon, the Holy Spirit, is doing, is glorifying a language. When though coming out in Yoruba, it is bringing out the names of communities among the far north in the Hausa, Balewa. The first president of Nigeria, Tafawa Balewa. Yes, that man Tafawa Balewa is from Balewa. So that name community is coming out as a tribe. And it is this Yoruba word that is bringing it out. Katsina, Buhari is from Katsina. Katsina people, they have a claim before that they are descendants of Israel. Now that name is coming out, and then somebody is saying it is Yoruba, it's about Yoruba people. You still see Satan, the demons from the pit of hell speaking in Mr. Edache. So Mr. Edache is possessed of the devil. That is why he is speaking against the Holy Spirit. He's not speaking against man. Mr. Edache is speaking against the Holy Spirit. His war is against the Holy Spirit. So he actually said, so Daniel chapter 12 verse 1, when I quoted it and said that yes, it means that Israel will rise again. He said no, there's nothing like Israel rising again. He used a lot of time to sin and say no, oh God. He said, you see that you make a mistake. Is it the Holy Spirit that teach you that mistake? Is it the Holy Spirit taught me actually? So by that, he has said, he's saying Holy Spirit is not enough for me, so I should come and join his camp, so Holy Spirit make me stay. So he insulted the Holy Spirit. So by that, he and his congregation is a mistake. Everyone connected to him abroad, they are mistakes, and they shall be removed by Eriwa Okon himself. So this work is not about Yoruba. It's coming out in Yoruba language because that is the language, but as it's coming out in Yoruba language, it's bringing out the name of all communities that are connected to Israel. And that is the beauty of it. In Daniel chapter 3 verse 1, he said, those whose names are written in the book. So Igala people is already Katsina, Kanawa people, Balewa people from the north. So do you see that? So that is the greatest thing, that is our testimony. So we have the parade, the Ijaw people coming, the names coming out. So let's forget about Mr. Edache. So let's go back to this work. So now, from this work now, so I would like to give us assignments. Now, this assignment I'm going to give us is this. I would like us to go through all the communities in West Africa. So if you see any communities that still have names that are very close they have their names that are close to these words coming out from the name of the 12 tribes. So I think we can infer that they too are part of they are part of this tribe, because it's not just about the Yoruba, it's about the old West Africa, because the old West Africa was ruled and was governed by Inua. Inua was the one that brought them, that is the one the Arab storytellers came later. They came very, very later after Muhammad, and Odunuas was before Muhammad, before Islam. So it actually is Odunoa, but they call it Dunoas. So Odu Inua. So that Inua, a community was named after him in Ife, which is where the palace of Oni is. For the community where the palace of Oni is to be named after a man. He was a great man. He was one that brought them down to Ife. So he was the first king of West Africa. He's the descendant that were ruling. He is not the father of Oni of Ife. Oni of Ife is a lineage of a priest, high priest. Inoa is from the lineage of of David. So we're not here for the story, but so now West Africa is a domain. They ruled over West Africa before the rebellion came. So I want us to go through all the communities. If we're able to go through some of the name of the communities. So let's see other names that have look like the name of these 12 tribes, because there could be some other communities far away from in the West Africa there that are still holding to a fragment of this name, or probably the whole of this name. It's like all this Ogun Day, some of them that we're not really be able to identify them. So thank you very much. So I really appreciate you. So I'm giving out that assignment. So wherever I'll be releasing this work on YouTube or Facebook, you can go there. If you discover anyone or anywhere, just comment there that I discovered this community here, and see their name. It's very relative to this tribe. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining, for following this teaching thus far. Thank you. Uyoiwa, the Iburekun Uyoiwa shall remain with you and shall continue with you and your household, in the name of Oyo Awashua. Do you want to be a partner? You want to support this project? Yes, you can reach us. We are within Nigeria, Sterling Bank. This is the number and this is the name. If you're outside Nigeria, you want to send, you can reach us through MoneyGram and Western Union. You use Oladipo. Your support, yes, your support will be appreciated, and it will be put to good use. It's going to be put to good use. Yes, this work needs a place that it can call its own office, where it can receive its own visitors, where we can have something like a kind of a more of museum, a form of museum, where people can go around. You can see, at least we look at some important verses, can be translated, and then we have instructors that will show you how the translation was done for each of those verses. So you go around and the ark, how the ark was built. So yes, information, I've already done a work on that. So you can have a place in that same building where that can be kind of actually practicalized out, so everybody can come. You can see that this is the way it was built, this way it was done. So it needs a place. It needs a place, a very good place that all these things can be really expressed out. Yes, where so our ancient past can be expressed out. So, and also this work also need a French speaker, a French translator that can translate our works into French language, so that all the African countries that are all the francophone African countries, they can also get this information live and direct. So we need a volunteer, a French speaker that can volunteer for this work. And looking at the way Nigeria is today, if you get the volunteers and then they are not getting anything in return, it might not be the best thing. So this work needs help, support, and partners. Yes, that if we have the volunteers, at least there should be something coming in for the volunteers so that they can still manage themselves, manage their life. Yes, because even though they may not be Levites, they may not be people from Levite, that is the Levi people, but yet anyone that is giving up or earn everything and coming to join this work should be blessed out of this work. And if you can get somebody that is a Levite, somebody that is from descendant of Ife, somebody from Ife that speaks French that's going to give to the work, I really appreciate it, because yes, actually this kind of work particularly is very good. That should be very good in the hand of the Levites. If there are Levites that are ready from Ife, which are Levites that are ready to join this work, I would really appreciate that. But you know, as a Levite too, they are supposed to feed from the work that they do unto the Lord. They are to be blessed from the work to do unto the Lord. So this work, we need partners and support. To really appreciate you. Thank you for those that have been supporting, those that have been supporting us. So we are appreciating you that you are going to start supporting and going to join and going to become our partners today. Thank you very much. Bless, stay blessed. In the name of Òyáṣeríálà.